Hello guys, my name is Seher Farooq and I am a third year medical student in Kyrgyzstan. As you all know that the education system in a foreign countries are very different from Pakistan. In a foreign countries, the teacher give us a very short review, quick review about the topics, and our concepts are not built up. We even didn't know that how to differentiate the one topic from the others because our knowledge are not enough to clear up our concepts and to build up our concepts. So we all need up a good guidelines that how to learn a topic, from which books we easily build up our concepts. So I'm recently created my own channel just to help a student like me who faced difficulty to learn a basic subjects like anatomy, physiology, biochemistry. So in this video I going to give you a quick review about the bones of upper limb plus clavicle. Upper limb consists of the 60 bones, 30 on right side, 30 on a left side. So upper limb is consist of humerus, radius, ulna, which is the bone of forearm, then the bone of wrist, which is the 8 carpals bones, then 5 metacarpals and 14 phalanges. And the upper limb also consists of the shoulder girdle, which consists of the clavicle plus scapula. Okay guys, first start with the side determination of the clavicle, that how we identify that this clavicle is which side clavicle. So the clavicle have two ends, which is one is medial end and one is the lateral end. The lateral end, which is known as acromion end, and the medial end, which is known as sternal end. So the medial end of the clavicle is always a rounded. It is a rounded and it makes a joint with the sternum. That was a sternum and that was a clavicle. This was a rounded end of the clavicle which makes a joint with the sternum. So medial end of the clavicle is always rounded and makes a joint with the sternum, and the lateral end, as you see that the lateral end of the clavicle is always a sharpest end, so it makes a joint with the acromion process of the scapula, which is known as AC joint. So inside determination, the medial end is always placed medially, which is the rounded head, the rounded side of the clavicle, and it is the sharpest end, which is the lateral, so it is a right clavicle. Now the landmarks of the clavicle. First start with the lateral border. So this was a superior view and this was an inferior view. That was a lateral end. Lateral end have two border, anterior posterior border, and two surfaces. One is superior surface and one is inferior surface. Guys, border is always a sharpest area, spike area, while the surface mean it is a smooth, because lateral end have a sharpest border, sharpest end of the clavicle, so it have a two border. One is anterior, this was an anterior border, and one is posterior border, and it was a superior surface which is the smooth, and it was a inferior surface. At the inferior surface of the lateral end of the clavicle have two bony prominent, one is the trapezoid line and second is the conite tubercle. Now we are talking about the medial end of the clavicle, which is also known as sternal end because it makes a joint with sternum. Okay, medial end we already discussed that it is a rounded cylindrical end, so it have no border. It have a four surfaces. That was an anterior surface, that was a posterior surface, that was a superior, and that was a inferior surface of the clavicle. And at the inferior surface of the clavicle, there is very prominent bony landmarks, which is the impression of the costoclavicular ligament. Impression where means where the ligaments are attached. Costoclavicular, costo mean ribs, the ligament which is coming from the ribs and attached to the inferior surface of the medial end of the clavicle. Now the shaft of the clavicle, shaft is basically connect the lateral end to the medial end, and at the inferior surface of the shaft there is a very prominent groove. Groove is basically the depression at the inferior side, guys. It is very important to remember that subclavius groove, this groove is known as subclavius groove. It is present on the inferior surface of the shaft. Now Now we are talking about the muscles of the clavicle. First start with the lateral end of the clavicle. That was a lateral end and that was a medial end. So we already discussed that the lateral end of the clavicle have two border, the anterior border and the posterior border, and the superior surface and the inferior surface. So anterior border of the clavicle gives origin to the deltoid muscle, and the posterior border of the clavicle gives insertion to the trapezius muscle. The superior surface of the lateral end of the clavicle have no attachment, no origin insertion of muscle, and that was an inferior view of the lateral end of the clavicle. So at the inferior side we already discussed that had one has trapezoid line and one is conite tubercle. At the inferior surface of the lateral end of the clavicle have two bony marks. One is trapezoid line and the one is conite tubercle. On trapezoid line, the trapezoid ligament are attached, and on conite tubercle, the conite ligament are attached. And these two ligaments are a part of the coracoclavicular ligament. Now the medial end of the clavicle. We know that we already discussed that the medial end of the clavicle have four surfaces: the anterior surface, the posterior surface, the superior surface and the inferior surface. Now the medial end of the clavicle at the anterior surface gives origin to the pectoralis major muscle, and the posterior surface of the medial end of the clavicle gives origin to the sternohyoid muscle, and the superior surface of the medial end of the clavicle gives origin to the sternocleidomastoid muscle, and at the inferior surface of the medial end of the clavicle gives attachment to the costoclavicular ligament. Costo means ribs, clavicle because it is attached from ribs to clavicle, so that was name is costoclavicular ligament. Now